What's up, everybody? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video. Before we jump into it, let me throw three quick things at you. Upper left-hand corner of your screen right now, you should see our Discord invite code. This code is also down in the description, the full link, so you can just click the link, come on over. We have a blast. We are theory crafting. We are testing ideas. We are debating ideas. We're talking about team comps. Come on over, check it out, be part of our community. Bottom left-hand corner is the server of the guild that I run, part of a multi-server guild on this game. We filled up on one server, so we expanded to other servers. 295 is the server I kind of oversee, but I am part of all of the guilds that we have going on. But come on up to 295, come hang out with us, be part of the crew. We're getting filled up fast, so make sure you come on over. And now the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you see the referral link. Take this code, go to your community tabs, which are the little chat bubbles on the left-hand side of your hometown screen. You click in there, there'll be a spot for you to put this code so you can get some rewards. You have to be prior to stage 320 in order to put this code in. You get some rewards, including 100 diamonds once you pass stage 320. So use that, and now let's jump into the video. All right, let's jump into this. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to revisit a subject that we've already discussed in another video, but I feel like it warrants a revisit because there are some things that are still confusing people. There are other things that weren't talked about yet, and there are more things that I think might require clarification and even a mistake that was made. All right, so we're going to talk about Ascension. We're going over here to the altar, and we're talking about Ascension. Okay, so the question, or the thing that we're going to address today, is ascending rarity, not stars. Y'all already know stars. We're going to talk about rarity, okay? Because people still have a lot of questions on this. I think that over the past few weeks or whatever, we've kind of nailed the trait question. That's probably one of the bigger questions. The other question that we got to talk about at some point is composition. But I feel like Ascension, and especially Rarity Ascension, has become a mainstream topic. So can you change the color, the rarity of your champion? The answer is yes, through Ascension. Now, in order to do it, you need the same champion of a higher rarity to do it. For example, if I want to ascend this common male orc tank, if I ascend it with this common female orc, hang on, that's not, if I ascend it with this rare female orc tank, blue, it doesn't change his ascension at all. Okay, watch, we'll even do it. Ascend. Okay, and we come out with a common tank 4-star. Didn't change his rarity, even though we used a rare champion to ascend him. It has to be the same champion. Okay, so if I take this, again, common male orc tank, but this time we use a rare version of him. Now you can see above him, you see where it says upgrade rarity to rare. Okay, so because I'm using an identical unit, I can upgrade his rarity. So now when we ascend, we come out with the rare. Essentially, the system is in place to where you're not going to waste a rarity. You can't accidentally use a mythic to ascend a common and lose the mythic. Okay, and it can also jump. It doesn't have to be in order. You don't have to go from green to blue, from blue to purple to yellow to red. You can jump. So you see, if I ascend this common female lionstone with the epic female lionstone, you see there, upgrade rarity to epic, and we come out with an epic champion. Okay, hopefully that helps you get that part of it. So now let's talk about what happens when we raise rarity. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to we're going to take... we'll take her because I know I have some duplicates of her. And I'm going to knock her up to level 5 so we know which one we're talking about, okay? So let's look at her traits and remember these. So she has 2 level 1 traits. Vengeful is her clan trait. Athletic is the common trait that she has. So let's go jump over here to the altar. Let's find her and ascend her. So there's our level 5. Okay, now we're going to ascend her to blue. Okay, take her up to blue. Do that ascension. All right. So now we have her ascended to rare instead of common. Let's hop back over here. Let's find her. Okay, here she is, our level 5. So now let's look at her traits. Okay, this is where I believe I made a mistake in my other ascension video. The clan trait increases to the clan trait of the rarity that you used to ascend her. So you see here, Vengeful is now level 4. She has level 3 energetic as well added on. Why? Because rares get 2 common traits plus the clan trait, as where commons only get 1 common trait plus the clan trait. Now here is the key to this that you need to look at and remember when you're choosing to do this is, look, she still has a level 1 athletic. Why does she still have a level 1 athletic? Because the common traits do not upgrade. Also, if you marry clan traits onto them, if it's not their clan trait, it also is not going to upgrade. Okay? So she still has the level 1 athletic. So you're going to have to, through marriage, marry higher traits onto her to replace that later. I'm not saying do that to a rare. I'm just pointing out that if you ascend your rarity using inferior traits, you're going to be stuck with those inferior traits. Okay? So how is the best way to do this? Because part of this question comes into play where you have to keep progressing through the game and you can't just sit around and wait until you get the mythic champion that you want with the perfect traits to start ascending things, okay? From my perspective, even if you get the mythic companion, especially for most clans, because most clans in this game are 3-star clans. Those 3-star clans take 7 days of growth. So they're slow anyway. The amount of time it's going to take you outside of just getting dumb luck to get the perfect traits on an heir that you produce is very low. So I say progress yourself through, pick the best you can with what you have at the time, ascend the rarity when you can, and then once you finally get a mythic, you can upgrade it to mythic, and then you can worry about marrying mythical traits back onto it. However, you can say the best way to go about doing this would be to do it with a common. Why? Well, because as we already established, this common here, and we can go back and do the same thing that we just did. Let me find her. Where is she? Where are you, little Miss Common Karguk? Here we go. Okay, so her traits, Vengeful, Confident, right? So we'll level her up. We'll go to 10 so we know the difference, even though the other one's a different rarity. All right. So we saw her traits. She had 2 traits, as she should, because she's a common. So we're going to pick her. But now this time we are going to... apparently she's in an expedition. That is not good for this. I don't even know where she is. All right, sorry about that nonsense. It said she was in an expedition, but she wasn't in an expedition. The answer is I had her locked. So I just wanted to point that out in case you're looking at that and it says they're in an expedition. You can't figure it out. Go check and see whether they are locked or not. Okay, so now if we take our level 10 common and we use this mythic, you see it's going to jump all the way up to mythic. So you can jump from common to mythic if that's what you get. You don't have to go in order. Okay, so now when we ascend this common to mythic, right? We're going to end up with the mythic champion. Now let's go look at what happened to her traits. Because if you have this option, if you have this to pick through, or if you started with the common, whatever, what you can do, and maybe I should have showed you the traits before doing this on the mythic, but if you do this, you see you end up with still 3 mythic level traits. We have hexproof, healthy, and noble all at level 18, and then we have this sad little confident over here at level 1 because it's still the common trait. Look at vengeful. Vengeful jumped up to level 18, the level of the mythic champion. So the clan trait increases, the common trait does not. But if you get a mythic and you don't like the traits, you might consider doing this, marrying it to a common, because what it'll do is it'll give you 3 more rolls, so to speak, right? It will re-roll 3 of those 4 traits and give you a chance to get different traits or better traits and maybe not have to replace all of them through marriage. Okay, the final thing I want to touch on, and probably the most important part and the biggest reason that we're doing this video, and this has even been requested of me to kind of put this out here because a lot of people are talking about this, asking about this, and or making this mistake. Okay, do not, now I don't have a champion high enough level to actually demonstrate this for you, but I want to point, I will do this so that we can see it, okay? Don't ascend your champion to 15 stars until you have leveled their companion all the way up high enough to get your level 22 traits, because 15 stars is max. You can't go beyond 15 stars at this point in the game. I don't know if they have any plans on extending the stars limit. I imagine at some point in time they'll probably have to, but as of right now, and probably for any time in the foreseeable future, there's nothing beyond 15 stars. So if you ascend to 15 stars without getting your clan trait up to level 22, you're stuck. You can't replace that clan trait because you cannot replace clan traits through marriage. It has to happen through ascension. And we can see here, okay, if I use this blue Sally Horn, and then we throw in the mythic to make her mythic. Wait, hold on. Let me so we can identify her. Oops. Let's go out. Let's find her. Or the first Sally Horn that we find, because I have Sally Horns maxed out on this account. All my Sally Horns are at level 22. Where'd she go? I must have passed her. Am I blind? I know I'm old. My eyes are bad. Here she is. All right. So we'll bump her up to 10 there so we know which one we're talking about. Okay? All right. So we'll jump back over here into the altar. And we're going to find our level 10 blue Sally Horn. We're going to make sure we pop a mythic level Sally Horn in there. Okay? And then we're going to ascend her from rare to mythic. Okay. And also, just notice, you can do this at any star level. It doesn't have to be a level 4 champion. It doesn't have to be a level 5 champion. I just went from 2 to 3 stars and changed the rarity. So now if we go back in here, we find our level 10 female Sally Horn. Let's look at her traits. You see her dexterous is up to level 22. So you can ascend your clan trait as high as level 22. But if you do that, if you go to 15 stars on a champion before you do that, you have no way of getting that clan trait up to level 22. So if you're talking about min-maxing and that's your goal, is to create the maxed out champion, do not go to level or to star 15 before you have maxed mythic the companion for that clan, so you can ascend that clan trait. So I hope that this revisit on Ascension has helped you out. Hit me up in the comments. Come see us on the Discord. We will also be posting some resources on Ascensions, like how many champions does it take to get to this level and that level and things like that. Those are coming soon. Come on, visit us over in the Discord. Hit me up on the official Discord if you want. You can always ping me. My username is the same as on this video, everywhere else. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm Belligerent. Peace.